Hey everybody, it's Gamer Gramps here. Today we are going to be taking you on a journey with us as we explore the new Season 5, experience the different quest lines and whatnot, and we're going to level with you from 1 to 33. We're in World Tier 3 already. It could have been a lot higher than this, a lot faster, but I've been taking my time experimenting, poking around here and there to see what's good and what's not. So if you want a comfortable leveling experience, we've been doing this with the Shred Druid. I highly recommend you try it out. And if not, though, you can follow along with your own character. I show you some really important things that you can do in order to speed up your leveling process. So this took us like the hour and 21 minute is us here, and I consider that slow. I'm gonna be restarting right now after I quickly freaking render this and get it uploading to YouTube. I'm gonna be restarting this whole process with my rogue. I've been saving my season journey here and I want it for the flurry rogue, so I'm gonna now race from 1 to 50 with my flurry rogue, and I'm gonna get the best times I can, and then I'm gonna restart with my freaking Shred Druid, and I'm actually gonna like try hard and race, and I want to see how close I can come to matching the rogue's times when they're supposed to be powerful as fuck and that you're getting all the flurry pieces from your season journey. So without any further ado, this is just going to split off to the start of the leveling process. So have fun, have a good laugh at my expense. I fuck up so bad at one point that I literally salvage, like I just get this item and it's a big damage increase, and then I'm so busy talking to you that I fucking salvage the item and like just yeah. Anyway, have a good one, enjoy your level 5 leveling experience, and let me know in the comments what you've been enjoying the most about Season 5 so far. What class did you decide to start with, and how your experience is going for you. Okay, anyways, I've dicked around a little bit. We went to level 19, playing around and checking out the season journey, the ins and outs of it. So I'm pretty confident I can walk you through step by step the fastest way to level up a Shred Druid without using anything from the season objective and whatnot. We're going to simulate a completely fresh start. We have a tiny little advantage because we have some crafting materials, but not by much. Anyways, we are going to go. If you can't tell by now, I am a fan of the Wheel of Time, so we're going to make Parent Ibarra here. Okay, good enough for me. Finalize. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go with Golden Eyes. Okay, World Tier 2 is where you want to be starting. And if you're not starting at the very beginning of the season, as in like the second it launches, I would actually suggest starting at 5 minutes to the hour. Usually you say exactly on the hour is the most effective, but this stupid ass fucking season thing literally will take us about 5 minutes to get it going here. Even with advancing these things, there's other conversations you can advance. Like, look at, I gotta wait for him to fucking talk here. I can't click on him, even though he's like the next section is locked here. We can't skip it. I gotta listen to him talk about fucking fasting on or feasting on lambs and wolves and whatever else. Like, can't click yet. Okay, there, finally. And that's not even it. Like, so you can skip through this, right? We're going straight to his family's thing. Oh, let's stop and get our pet first. You always want to go to your wardrobe and do that. Your pets pick up gold and materials for you. And then because I have issues, I'm also putting on my shit the way I want it. All right.
I'm not ready yet.
So you obviously won't have to worry about that. The important thing is to get your pet hooked up. Anyways, skills wise, I'm going into Poison Claw first. And then we're going to put 3 points into Digigate for the movement speed. And I'm going Raging Shred, which is the poison one, by the way. And this is gonna bug me. I'm gonna, oh, fuck off. Start your timer too. Okay, so those first 2 times up there, 10 and 20, that was, I just rounded it. We got to 19 and 3/4 before I was like, fuck it. But I rounded up. That's close enough to give me something to, like, I'm going to be faster than that anyway. So I just want to have a benchmark there. The other 30, 40, and 50 is for when I was practicing with a season start without having any of my seasonal objectives, like our Urn of Aggression, applied until level 28, etc. So this level 30, 40, and 50 was actually done with the season 4 shred. Those were the fastest that I got. This is what I mean. Like, look at this. This is why you start 5 minutes early. We got to listen to them fucking jibber jabber here. Like the first time, sure. But now, oops. Help if you click the right fucking talking option. But yeah, like, see what I mean? Like, you can skip through most of it, but then there's sections where you can't, and you're just stuck, like, literally running in circles.
Oh, sure, why not?
Like, your dialogue isn't clever after the first time you go through it, and it's not even that clever to begin with. It's not like you guys are freaking breaking sweat over freaking seasonal dialogue. But again, I'm trying not to be too bitter, but this just irritates me. Like, now, literally, we're waiting for them to jibber jabber, then they're gonna spawn a single enemy, like literally a single enemy, and then we gotta wait for them to jibber jabber more before the elite comes.
Nothing, eh? Try a bigger one.
All right.
There she is.
Okay, there we go. And we gotta wait for her to finish talking again because we have to speak with her to trigger the thing.
This
So again,
is the mother's gift. Lethal to most, but those
this is why I say to start 5 minutes before the hour, so that way you have your full hour of Helltide to go.
Well, it's the only
Even though we won't be using it, it's still good
have to earn them. Look here.
in case you want to save your boxes as long as possible. Anyway, okay. Two-handed weapon, look at that. Not rare though.
now.
Alright, I'm just bitter. When I was playing like that the fucking first time when we were experimenting, I literally didn't get a fucking and we're going to Helltide here. So I think it's right here. Pretty sure that's where it is. But as I was saying, I didn't get a freaking two-handed weapon until level 17. A rare one I'm speaking of. I got the odd blue, and I got a one-handed legendary, but that was pretty early, actually. Anyway, we're heading straight into Helltide now. Ideally, this would have been at exactly 8, but hey. The 5 minutes isn't gonna make or break anything too significantly because we don't plan to be in Helltide for as long as some people do anyway. I'm more of like a use it and abuse it type person where there's a very specific reasons that I'm here, and that reason, singular, not plural, is to farm enough obols that I can get money and a chest. So that's the other thing we want to do. With these new frickin' objectives, they made it so that it's easy to do. So we are going to do everything we can to target those objectives and like basically get in and get out and make it like a bandit. We want to get a frickin' we want to get a whisper cache completed as quickly as we can, ideally before we get to like level 12, somewhere right in that range. And so we will be doing everything we can to work towards that. So again, we're going to look for harbingers. We got 5 of them, and disrupt cultist rituals. So let's get on over there and start making that shit happen. Again, I'm not using the season journey at all on the druid. If you have that, feel free to do so. However, I'm saving mine for the rogue because I want to get the flurry rogue stuff. And yeah. Okay, so the reason that we are doing this whisper catch as quickly as we can is because we want to get the money. We do not have, like, if you're not making money, you don't have the money to imprint the aspects that you can go unlock from dungeons. So that is what we are doing. In the meantime, we've maxed out Shred here, so we're going to put Wild Impulses, 1 into there next, and now our next level is level 8. That's the big boy level, where you unlock your 50x damage multiplier if you have unlocked the aspect, which technically we have because we went and did the dungeon with that first character, but we're going to pretend like we haven't, so we will go clear the dungeon again, just to simulate it for more accuracy. Again, we haven't gotten like an increase in, like, we didn't get a drop with a better roll or anything. We just have the base aspect. In fact, we didn't even get to put it on because we didn't have the money to do it. But anywho, that's neither here nor there.
I'm out of spirits.
All right. Oh, I forgot to frickin' spawn I forgot to spawn our elixir. Yeah, that's worth going back to town for. Actually, I'll wait until we're closer to 10 in case we get a two-handed weapon. Because we'll be going for that dungeon once we get to level 8 anyway, really.
I must wait a moment.
But I guess there's no point doing the dungeon if we don't have the money to put the fucking thing on, so never mind. I keep fucking pussyfooting around this and flip-flopping, but we'll stay here. We're putting rabies on.
I'm not ready yet.
But yeah, we're gonna try and get a whisper cache, and then we're gonna go do the frickin' dungeon as quickly as we can here. Okay, here's a Harbinger. We have to get 5 of them in order to get that whisper unlocked.
I'm low on spirits.
I always put my
I must
rabies
wait
on
a moment.
the keypad too. It drives me nuts when I don't have it set up exactly the way I like it.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, we're up to level 9, so now we're gonna go for Poison Creeper. Okay, there's another Harbinger. Okay, that's 2 of 5.
I'm not ready yet.
And we're at 100 of 175 cinders.
I'm out of spirit.
Okay, another Harbinger. Okay, and we disrupted the ritual, so that's one. I think we need one more Harbinger. We got, no, two more Harbingers, some more elixirs, and then the mother. So I guess it's kind of spoon feeding us that. Like we're working our way up to go do the quest with the mother.
Not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
I think when you blow up a Spire Correction, they might actually spawn a Harbinger. No, just an elite. Okay, but they're getting pissed at us, so they will be sending a Harbinger after us, I'm pretty sure, based on our level of aggression there. Anyways, after the Poison Creeper, we're going straight to Natural Rabies as quickly as we can here. I cannot begin to explain to you, if you haven't seen it for yourself, it feels so good. They're upgraded rabies. It's like if you play Diablo 3, oh, Harbinger. If you play Diablo 3, it's like having Locust Swarm Pestilence. Literally, once you get the third upgrade, you literally cast it once and you can just run. And it spreads across the whole screen, and it fucking, like, literally kills everything for you. It's freaking... It feels so good.
I do not have enough spirit.
Oh, we are level 10. Which, let's get back to town. Again, I fucked up. I should have had the elixir ready to go. We want the elixir of advantage. That's the one that gives you attack speed and lucky hit chance. This build is all about lucky hit chance. We don't want critical strike chance anywhere at all. We only want the attack speed, crit damage, and lucky hit chance. Those are the three rolls that we are after on anything offensive. And yeah, okay,
You stink of brimstone, friend. A marked improvement.
sure.
You sound like you've taken.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I don't have to cash this in. I want to save this until World Tier 3. Which, believe it or not, isn't that far away. And I'm going to start selling shit. Because I want to be able to afford to imprint. Are you fucking for real right now? I wish you could sell to every fucking... You have to target a merchant to sell. Yeah, sure, I'll buy that for 27 grand.
Good business. Come
And then, while I'm thinking of it, we're gonna take the time. I can't stand driving that white horse around. And I can't stand the way my character looks either. Alright, so clear. We got another objective over here. I don't know if it's worth it. I'm gonna go test it out for science, because I want to try out one of those freaking leveling things and see how they compare to the Helltide. But anyways, I'm just gonna quickly get my character the way I want to here, and then never have to go back in there again. Okay. So for science, let's go and do this here. And I didn't get the fucking Okay, we're going to a town anyways. It's not a big deal. But I think the whole reason I came back was to get the goddamn things. And we're going back to the Helltide anyway. I keep forgetting. I'm not used to fucking doing that. Why? Oh my god. I'm on fucking straight idiot mode today. That's what happens when you're running on 3 hours of sleep and you're not the fucking brightest crayon in the pack to begin with.
Bruise. Have a look.
Okay, yeah, we're going back to Helltide. I wonder if it counts for our Blood Maiden if we're just around their kill. Like if we weren't involved or if you have to use your own heart. So I guess we'll see here for science.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, so it did count for us. That's good to know that it doesn't need to be, like you don't need to put a heart towards it, but I will put a heart towards it anyway. Because we'll stay here and hopefully get a two-handed weapon instead of a one-handed one. And unfortunately, see, I should have saved. You should always save a one-handed either shield if you're playing Necro or whatever, or an offhand, so that if you ever find a one-handed weapon like this, you're not completely, literally playing one-handed like I am right now.
I'm not ready yet.
All right, and to let you know too, for some reason, there's some glitch with their season. It can't be intended, but for whatever reason, I have all my legendary tempering manuals. I literally don't know what it is. I did not earn them, but everybody must have this because, like, I'm not special by any means, right? Anyway, I guess nobody has that other heart, so let's try and see if we can get a second one since we got these things to cash in anyway. I don't think it, like, we're already level 12. I don't think we're going to be coming back to Helltide anymore. You can save yours for later. If the longer you wait to cash in your chests, the more experience you get for doing them. I like to wait until I'm level 12 because basically that way you have a chance of getting rare rings or amulets, which are significant for us because the damage aspect that we're going to be unlocking, one of them here, the more important one, is, sorry, it's a resource aspect, actually. It's not, what's this? We still got one more Harbinger to go. Okay.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, there we go. There's a Harbinger. This will be the last one we need, which will be our Whispering cache here in a second. Okay, there he goes.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, somebody spawned our frickin' thing. We want to get over there so that we don't miss out on loot. And then we'll go cash 2 boxes and get going. Oh, I can't help myself. I see them. I gotta stop.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
All right, so next here is wolves and then clarity. And then once I get 2 points into clarity, I usually put the point into ravens and then finish clarity at 3. But you just really notice the difference getting clarity up.
I must wait.
Like, you might even want to max clarity first before ravens. Personal preference, you do you.
I must wait a moment.
Fuck's sakes. I was just about to say that you want to jump into the middle,
Wait a moment.
otherwise you're going to get fucked if you ride the wave, and I rode the wave.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
Remember that your rabies also gets boosted by clarity, so
I must wait a moment.
fucking cunt. Motherfucker.
I must
Yeah,
wait
see, like, I really don't even think this is worth it. Like, for the amount of time that it takes to fight her. Like, do it once in order to get your freaking, in order to get your thing, and then go on with your life. Let's pop this chest and fucking get going. But hey, you might be able to play it better than me, right? Nice, that was nice timing. We lucked out there. Oh, the other thing too that I haven't been watching for at all
I must wait a
was Legion events. When you're in World Tier 2, you want to take advantage of those. They're every 25 minutes.
moment. I'm out of spirit. I'm not ready.
Only in
yet.
World Tier 2, I would say though, unless you need crafting materials, because you can get a whole bunch of bundled herbs from doing them. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I'm a little bit whiny with my 3 hours of sleep, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, at least we're getting lots of two-handed weapons this time. RNGesus is taking it easy on us a little bit. Level 15 too, which is a nice level because now we can craft as well. Or temper, I mean, rather. And again, okay, this is the one I was waiting for. Worldly finesse is what we want. Crit strike damage is exactly what we want. But not until after we're level 25. So I will worry about that for our sacred level gear. And yeah, okay, so we got amulets. Ring. What do we get on it? Oh, aspect of the changeling set. This is literally what we're going to freaking unlock. So fuck it. I'm not going to go unlock that. Okay. So in case you want to go unlock that, which we were going to go do, you literally, all you do is unlock it at the conclave. So that's where you get that one. And then you get unsatiated aspect from doing the tormented runes, which we will go and do right now. But anyways, now that we have aspect of the changeling set, for one, we're going to salvage this other stuff. Or sorry, we're going to sell it, not salvage it. We have, yeah. We want money to be able to imprint our shit. We will save the boots though. Oh, actually, we'll put them on. There might be an idiot. Did I miss pants too? No, we don't have pants. Okay. Whatever. It's more armor. Actually, we'll wait to get rid of the defensive stuff. Because you want to roll max life on it. And I'll wait for the boots too in case we don't get our speed. Alright. Okay. So, we're going to go here. We're going to sell this stuff here. Now again, you'll have your legendary tempering. So, why not take advantage? I don't know how they messed this up, but they did. And so, season 5 will be an easy season to start. I can just imagine the pro streamers shock when they see that. Okay, so we're looking for digital gate here. And that's why we save the rare boots in case we don't get it. These are fucking dog shit. Like, even movement speed is dog shit. You want digital gate because it's literally double the max. Like, look at 12% movement speed. I'm rolling that off because there you go, plus 24 movement speed. That's why. Okay, so anyway, we got what we needed on the boots. So now we are going defensive on all the armor, and you're going worldly endurance for the max life. I really don't know how they fucked that up. Like, take advantage while you can, let me tell you. Unless it was intended and they just didn't mention it, but I don't see why they would do that. They're basically trivializing their whole leveling experience. Okay, so offensive. Until you get to level 25, just go for damage to crowd controlled enemies. Ideally, close enemies is second, but they nerfed it. They brought that back down. But crowd controlled is what you want. It still is the highest roll out of all of them. And everything that's poisoned is going to be crowd controlled, which we'll talk about in a minute. But so that's why we're going with natural finesse. When we do our sacred gear, we will be rolling for critical strike damage, because once you get to 25, you have access to lupine ferocity. And of course I bricked our fucking gloves. All right, on your weapons, when you're leveling, Elemental Surge is a nice choice. I don't mind just going for Natural Finesse because we have it all the time. And our lucky hit chance is very poor at this point. So we'll just leave that there. Amulet, I'm going offensive as well. And ideally, crowd control or close. We got crowd control, we're happy. Same thing on the rings. Basically anything that's not distance you're happy with, but you're obviously more happy than others sometimes. Okay, so we don't need these anymore because we did get max life on our stuff there. So we'll salvage this. Okay, so now poison aspect of the changeling debt. You could do this as early as level 8 if you go and get the aspect right away from the dungeon. Poison enemies are slowed by 8%, which now triggers this. So it says you deal 53x increased damage while hitting a poisoned enemy as a werebear or a crowd controlled enemy as a werewolf. All right, so they're crowd controlled as soon as they're poisoned. That's why poison's so important to us. However, we are going to come here and put that on our weapon because we want as much damage as we can. So there you go. We got it on our weapon. And then once we go do this dungeon, which we're headed to right now after this Tree of Whispers, then we will have the unsatiated aspect, and we will be putting that on our amulet until we find the aspect of the blurred beast, which would then you'd put on your amulet, because that's a 55x damage multiplier too on the high end. Okay, so we are ideally we would choose boots here if it was here, because we want the virulent aspect, the one that reduces the cooldown, so rabies. So even though you might think offensive is the way to go, I'm going for leg guards because you can get defensive or utility on them. So that's what we'll do. Because again, we're really hoping to get that aspect online as quickly as we can. There you go. We got some gold, which will definitely help us out there. Okay, so we got neurotoxin on. We got our rabies established. We're going to max out clarity here. We'll put a point into ravens next. And yeah, that is basically like the core of our build is really going to come on. We're going to actually go fight. We're going to go quickly do our frickin' fuck you call it. Or no, we're going to do the dungeon. I'm getting distracted. We haven't done it yet. So we're going to Tormented Runes first. And then after we do that, then we're going to go quickly whip off our spirit quest. And then we're going to be going to kill the curator with one stop before that. First, we're going to go farm for a big dick damage weapon. And we'll get to that when we get to that. It is really, everything is going to go quickly here. It's not going to take us long to zip through this dungeon by any means, now that we have the aspect of the changeling debt online, which again you would get from immediately just going to frickin' do that dungeon whenever you want to. You can literally go there from level 1 if you want. Just go fucking whip through the dungeon. I prefer to wait till level 8 at the earliest, and the reason being is because rabies, like 1 point into rabies, will help you clear that dungeon significantly faster. So that probably would be like the ideal way, I think, would be to, if you were starting fresh and didn't have any of the aspects, I'd wait till level 8, go do the conclave. Then as soon as you finish the conclave, come and do this one here. And yeah, I think that would time out pretty well. The only thing is then you wouldn't get like the stuff from the hell tie, so it's kind of like a toss up really, because the aspects help you kill faster, but if you don't have money to put them on, they're not really going to do you any good, right? But anyways, as you'll see here, we're just literally flying through here. Once you get your freaking druid motion tempering, like, this build just feels so good. Like, oh my god, this is everything I wanted Shred to be. I actually don't even care about this. We're leaving the event. This is not like, we're not doing nightmare dungeons where I want that. I don't care about experience anymore. I'm like not here. We're actually losing experience and losing time by fucking staying here. The fact that we have our legendary tempering is absurd to start the season. I don't know what that's about, but I'll take it. And so in that case,
I must wait a moment.
we're level 17.
I'm not ready yet.
I swear it must be some glitch to do with the PTR. Like, I'm almost positive. Like, I've been trying to rack in my head, like, what the hell could have triggered that? And that's the only thing I could think of, that somehow the PTR didn't get wiped completely or something, and the temper, like the residual the tempers that you got from it, like, carried over somehow. But maybe, I don't know, let me know in the comments down below. Like, was that the same thing for you?
I'm not ready yet.
Did you try the PTR? Because I kind of feel like I'm cheating right now. But I'll take it. Because that means I'm going to be level 55 in like 2 hours tops. All right. So we're almost done this dungeon here. Again, Don't care about any of it. Just zipping through. That's why it's so nice to have the movement speed from the Digigate skill, because you literally just swipe your claws and move forward. Anyway, Raven's next. So now that's all 3 of our companions online to trigger clarity for us. So you'll see, we'll get big dick damage here. Watch, we're going to pop all 3 on him. So we have max stack right now. And we'll just start ripping him apart. Like, this is significant damage for sure. And then this is only, like, gonna feel so much better once we get to level 25 and you get Lupine Ferocity on, because then... because then you're gonna be triggering your pack leader Spirit Boon so much faster and so much more often. Actually, I probably should have just teleported straight to Kerrigar. That would have been the most efficient way, but oh well. Anyway, all right, so what did I brick? We didn't have pants to begin with, so that's the best pair we have. We're not, like, everything's garbage to us now, and like that we've already rolled. All this stuff doesn't matter. It's just crafting materials or gold. But because we went and got gold, we're good for that from doing the whispers. Okay. Anyways, so that's why I put these little tags on, to remind myself that they're good and I don't want to fix them. But we bricked our gloves, so ideally we'd like to get some gloves. We're gonna go gamble for them quickly here.
Not much, is it?
All right, we struck out, unfortunately. And no, I'm kidding. Anyways, okay, so we need to temper our pants and our weapons done too for now, but we're going to be replacing that weapon in like 2 seconds. Okay, beautiful. All our armor's done it until level 35. Now let's go do our season quest. So we're at 37 minutes and 15 seconds. Let's count how long this takes to do our season quest. 37:15. I'm gonna write it down because I have a horrible fucking memory. But just out of curiosity, because some people complain about doing this, right? Okay, oh my god, you gotta complete a stronghold. Let's go complete the stronghold and do our fucking quest. 37:15. I predict, I say travel time included. I'll say 4 minutes for the stronghold and another 4 minutes. And I'm talking about maximum. So 8 minutes total from 37. So 45 total. Let's see. Again, you don't have to listen to any of the jibber jabber here in the stronghold. Literally, you just come right here. We click to trigger this. Boom, 1 click, we're done. We don't have to listen to his gobbledygook. You literally just come through here, and there's 6 elites that we have to kill. So at each one of these little red markers on your mini-map, that's where the fights are. There's 3 fights. So there's 2 elites at each fight. Again, don't have to listen to any of this stuff. Just go right on by. You get to zip up by on your horse anyway. And you got to pay attention to your elixir, because you never want to be playing without an elixir going once you're level 10. And if you're bad like me and you're getting close like this, just start your next elixir. Like, they're 5 herbs. It's not like it's breaking the bank by any means. Like, and you don't want to be caught without one, which happens to me more than I'd like to admit. That's why I'm gonna try to practice what I preach here. Okay, and so the reason we're doing this spirit boon quests right away is because literally all we care about as a shred druid is the pack leader one. Anything else other than that is gravy. And the pack leader spirit boon only costs 25. It's the first one of the wolf one. So even if you have 0 spirit boon, you want to come do this as soon as you get your damage upgrade by tempering, or by either as soon as you get the damage upgrade from tempering, or as soon as you go get your first 2 aspects. Like once you have aspect of unsatiated and the other one, even though I just realized I forgot to put aspect of unsatiated on. So we'll do that. But we'll do this first. Yeah, I'm guessing those purple things are, yeah, I was just gonna say the seasonal quest thing. Okay. What did I say? 4 minutes? Look at that. 37 to 41. 4 minutes. Okay. And that was including travel time, remember? All right, so I put the waypoint on Firebreak Manor or whatever the fuck it's called, just because it's actually halfway between where we spawn in at Karagar and where we're going. So it's kind of like the perfect marker because it brings you right where you're going, and then on top of that, you unlock the waypoint as. Oh my god, I didn't fucking talk and I didn't unlock that waypoint. I'm getting ahead of myself. Look at this. Oh, there goes our 8-minute mark. We were on pace. Such a shame. Yeah, like I said, not the brightest crayon in the box on the best of days. And then you combine that with 3 hours of sleep in the last 2 days, and here we are. At least you're enjoying yourself. Hopefully you get a good laugh at my expense. If you're not laughing at yourself, then what's the point? That's the way I figure. Anyway, so as you can see, you always want to make sure you grab that waypoint first. I'd like to say that this is the first time this has happened to me, but I also like to be honest. So I'm just gonna slowly shake my head at myself and continue on with my life. But yeah, I've done that before. Unfortunately, I've never not started a quest before, so this is like the double entendre.
You've healed this.
Oh my god, and now it's glitched again. This is what I mean. They fucking messed us up. They had this problem when the game first came out where you couldn't skip through dialogue, and now they patched it out, they fixed it, but it's somehow back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and this is gonna be a while.
The spirit Gathlin. He's a healer of his kind. Or he was, until the college fell. Go to his shrine. Honor him there. Perhaps he will commune with Tadora's savior.
All right. I'm back. Okay, we got the quest actually going, but at least we have the frickin' waypoint from this place, so we're halfway there. All right. Okay. Once he spawns, you talk to him. Thank God that conversation wasn't glitched out. Anyway, you just zip up here. And you kill one elite and a couple trash mobs and we're done after we pick up the skull. Which they did the heavy lifting for us. It's literally just picking up a skull and going. Oh, never mind.
I'm not ready yet.
We got the short end of the stick there. We had to wait around for nothing. We must have came like just to see hair too late to work. All right. Anyway. Okay. At least the thing wasn't glitched again. We've done all the slow, clunky stuff. We're going to be heading straight to the curator very shortly. But first, we're going to go get some big dick damage. And so I will show you a little leveling secret that I really don't know if other people on YouTube are talking about it, but it saves you so much time. I couldn't recommend it enough, especially considering that I'll grab my healing potions. But sorry, as I was going to say, especially considering that whatever this legendary tempering manual thing is for season 5, like take advantage of it. Like you can do this as fast as I'm going to be able to, faster even if you're using your season start.
I cannot do that.
But anyway.
He was here. Terdora was
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
Gathlin.
Okay, so this is what I mean. Let's take a look. You get 25 from doing this quest. So we only had 25 to begin with to come here. But even if we didn't, just go to the Wolf Spirit. This is the only 25 that really matters. Anything else after this is preference, but pack leader. That's on. That's beautiful. We're set now. That's like our build defining pick. Other than that though, we'll take 25 into the Eagle for some extra crit chance that we don't even really need. But anywho, this is done. This is so stupid. We literally have to come back here though to donate more spirit instead of just pressing Shift C to do it from our menu there. Like that's such a stupid way they fucking did the druid. Like Book of the Dead, you don't have to do that. Sorcerer's Enchantress, don't have to do that. But druid, you just get fucked. Anyway, we are going to put the fucking aspect on before I forget.
There is magic in all things. Let me
Okay,
show you.
so aspect of the unsatiated. We're good to go there. The rest of this stuff is just materials. Let's check the jeweler, like the ring and amulet person, to see if we can buy a ring from them. And we can. Nice. Okay, attack speed. That's a nice ring, baby. Actually, that ring, the crit chance doesn't hurt. I would choose lucky hit over it, but yeah. You know what? We have it anyways. We'll re-roll those. Do we have? No, we don't. You know what? The armor person might have fucking gloves for us. Let's make a quick check here too, just in case we get lucky.
It's simple. Buy
Nice.
armor,
We did.
live longer.
Oh, the other trick you can do too, once you have the money, if you had a lot more money, if this was like an alt, you can buy items to salvage them if you're running low on veiled crystals.
More than horseshoes and nails. What you need?
Anyway. Okay, so okay, we got close there. I'm not going to waste any more material though. As long as it's not distant, I'm going to keep it. Just because it doesn't really matter that much. since we have the legendary ones anyways. Like, they're so powerful that it's really a negligible difference in the grand scheme of
Not
things.
while I'm in town.
Okay, anyway, so that's all done. So now we are literally gonna go get some big dick damage. So the first place we're going is Temple of Rot. Oh, and now that we have Unsatiated on, by the way, we're going to have to pop one of these off in order to change it. But now that we have Unsatiated, we're getting out of Poison Shred and going to Primal Shred. Again, you want to skip past all these events, all this crap. It's all a waste of your time now.
Evil has
We want to be in World Tier 3, and the longer we're here, the worse off we are.
I must wait a moment.
As you can see, the content's not the problem. So we're coming up here. We're not even going to clear the whole... Actually, you know what? We will clear the stronghold while we're here. Because I just was thinking about it, and Legion events spawn here. So just in case we want to do a Legion event at some point. But anyways, this is what we were coming for. Was the weapon cache here. It's a big dick damage. You almost always get a double-handed weapon there. And it's a significant increase because it's a level 30 drop of your weapon. So again, if you don't get weapons there, that's fine. You literally should find one from an enemy dropping here, whether it's an elite or whether it's the boss at the end, because the boss drops shit too. So you will always come away, unless RNGs is like hates you, you will always come away with a big boy damage increase from here. And then the next stop that we're making is to get an even bigger damage increase from here. And that is, we're going to go to our harness after this. It's a level 41, so you get even higher stuff. Because the trick is that the way it works is that the enemies that are in the stronghold on the way, not the stronghold, sorry, the dungeon on the way to the curator are level 50. So they drop items that start, the earliest range is level 29. That's why you can't wear them like when you go there. However, in these lower, like level 30 and level 40 enemies, they drop stuff that is in the range between 19 and 25. So it's perfect because it's big damage and you can put it on right now. As you can see, we got nothing to worry about this dude here. We're literally just standing in his poison and shit and face tanking it. And also, we want to get our wolves upgraded. I didn't put that on yet. That was my bad. They'll be generating you huge amounts of fortify because we have all that max health from our roll.
I must wait a moment.
And then as we continue on here, like the next 2 levels, we will be... Oh, we're already level 22.
I must wait till evil is done.
Okay. All that shite. Beautiful. Okay, let's go get this frickin' thing. And we'll go to Arcanus next. So again, you really don't even have to come here. If you're strong enough to go to Arcanus, you don't have to come here. You can just go straight there because you'll get it there and you'll get a big weapon. Like, I'm not even going to use that big damage weapon we went. I'm just going to go straight there with the weapon we already had to show you that you really don't need it. I just wanted to show you that this possibility exists in case you're playing on a character that isn't as strong as our Shred Druid. Then go to do that first. Like, make the pit stop, go there. Because literally you kill that one mob, or you can run by them. Like if you're too weak or whatever, just zip right by them and go straight to that box. And like you're almost guaranteed to get a weapon, and if not, just respawn the fucking stronghold and do it again. And yeah. But clearly, like, once you get your tempers on at 15, you're strong enough anyways. You should be strong enough on any character, really, I would imagine. But I've been leveling so much with the Shred Druid lately, that's all. The only frame of reference I have at this point is the Shred Druid and then the Necros that I'm used to playing.
I need more time.
So I can speak for those, that both of those I would just go straight to Arcarnus with. But this, again, you have to be a little bit tough for this, because she packs a little bit of a wall up.
I am so close.
Not that you'd see it there, but
Stop my research.
just wait for her to drop the medical notes. You pick those up first, so it starts the countdown, because you have to listen to her blabber. So start with the blue notes, and then come grab the 3 different pieces, and it times out pretty well.
In a sense, after decades of decay. If this vitality can be distilled.
All right, so meanwhile here, we're going to go to quick shift next for a damage boost, and also to make our way to natural fortitude to help build our fortification and keep it like consistently up, which is going to trigger a damage bonus that we're about to go get. Even though we don't really need it, we could just go do the curator. It makes more sense to do it now while you're on this level, even though technically I already have it unlocked. I'm going to pretend like I don't. But anyway, the point I was trying to make, it makes more sense to go get your aspects while you're in World Tier 2, and you can just like slice through things so much faster, because even though I'll be able to kill fast once we get to Tier 3, you're better off to be in a Nightmare Dungeon in Tier 3. So in my opinion, you're way better off to fish your aspects, whichever ones you want, ahead of time. So in our case, we're gonna go get defensive ones too, so that once, like, we'll zip through these 3 dungeons here as soon as we as soon as we get our big dick damage. Oh, I guess it would help if I kill the stupid bitch up here. That might help. My bad. Ooh, I thought we would be ready. Maybe without a triple frickin' damage thing, our kill speed is a little bit lacking. We got there eventually.
I must scour them all. I'm not ready yet.
Research is almost done. I need more time.
And like I said, we're gonna go with natural fortitude, and now we're gonna pump the next 3 into defensive posture, so that we can the defensive, the damage reduction that we're gonna get from that is gonna help us to push shit as fast as we possibly can. And again, now that we're in season 5, you always want to be at least, well, not at least, but you want to try to be as close to 30 levels beneath everything you're fighting as soon as you're tough enough to fight it, which conveniently for us, we're tough enough to fight shit, especially once we get our weapon unlocked. I just want to show you that it's possible to come straight here. That's why it would have made more sense. It would actually been faster for us if I did pop into town, equip that weapon that we got from the Temple of Rot, and then do this, because we would clear through it faster. I just want to show you that you could have come straight here without that weapon if you wanted to, and then you only had to make the one stop, right? Because you got to think, even like, we could have already be gone. Like, she could have already dropped the first one we killed, could have dropped our weapon from here, and we don't have to do the whole stronghold. Like, it's just the only reason we're here is to get our weapon. Again, sure, there are Legion events here, but I would much rather just get my weapon and go personally. Because remember, any of these elites here, or her, could drop them. Like, the weapon I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be just from the boss or whatever. But anyway, that's good enough. Whoa. go into defensive posture, like we said, which will
I must wait
help
a
us with this boss fight here.
Why? I'm so close.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet. I'm low on spirit. I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, here we go.
It is done.
Here is our really big take damage weapon. As you can see, significantly higher than the one that we would have already had equipped. So yeah. And we're going to go with the axe for the damage over time rather than the vulnerable damage, because we don't have vulnerable damage until we get to the Paragon tree. So yeah, definitely take the damage over time. The staff is nice too. If we had a better staff. Oh, staff. I forgot to change that too. Staffs are damage over time. Never mind. I take it back. I forgot that they changed that in season 5. Okay, anyway. That was that. Now we're going to go just fucking whip through the curator. So we'll head back to town. We'll get this on. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I forgot that I don't have those defense backs aspects for, like, we would body the curator, but it makes more sense to just zip through these as fast as we can. Okay, so Dark Ravine is here. No, it's here. They look similar. No. Okay, fuck it. I forgot that I don't have it unlocked, so I can just do it the easy way. Do yourself a favor at the beginning. It'll tell you right here, and you can click it. So we just want disobedience. Oh, I know where Halls of That is. Sorry. We want might. That's the one that's in Dark Ravine, and that's the one I was looking for that I didn't remember exactly where it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So actually, before we do that, we're going to go to Seaside Descent and unlock our third offensive aspect, which is Aspect of Retaliation. Okay, so in the meantime, we'll quickly throw Changeling Debt on here.
Ah, a warrior. How may I serve?
And then we'll salvage all these. And again, anything that's not distant is fine for now. Now that we're getting close to 25, I should have actually tempered that for critical strike damage, but I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to be, like, once we get to level 35, we'll be redoing all of our gear anyway. And I'm only going to go to level 50, not 55. Okay, so we have to slay all enemies in here. Conveniently for us, we are a god now.
I'm not
The,
ready.
the nicest thing that we could possibly find to improve our kill speed right now is actually the virulent aspect, because it allows us to spam rabies.
I'm not ready yet.
But as you can see,
I must
resources
wait a
are not an issue whatsoever. Once you get changeling debt coupled with unsatiated and you're using your clarity, like that is clarity is this stat boost to rabies and like the multiplicative damage stat and crit chance increase in one passive skill, like the dream skill that nobody apparently uses for whatever reason. But you do you. I'll just play with it, thanks, and fucking have fun. Like and then it's like this is gonna be so broken. They fucking added clarity to the list of things that you can put onto your amulets in this season. It's just gonna be fucking insane. Like you can literally temper critical strike damage on all of our weapons with the new worldly freaking thing, and then like have crit damage rolled on all your rings, plus tempered on all your rings, rolled on your amulet, plus tempered on your amulet. So just stack crit damage and lucky hit chance and attack speed, and you will be a fucking god. All right, anyways, we just have to zip through here killing these commanders. We don't even have to do all this shit, so just stop and drop rabies and frickin' fly through them with shred.
I'm not ready yet.
Here's the commanders, I think. Yeah. Well, there they were. Anyways. All right. Okay, and so that's the other thing. You can cast your ravens and your poison creeper in downtime between fights, and you build your stack so that you start every fight with like at least 2 stacks of clarity, which you're starting every fight with a 30x damage increase to the base skill itself. Whether you choose rabies or shred to use, it impacts both of them. So you make your decision which you want to go with, and yeah. And then again, once we get one more level here and lupine ferocity is unlocked, you'll just see our companions will be able to basically spam them, and that's with like no lucky hit chance. Like we won't be able to spam, but once we get some lucky hit chance, then you will be able to spam. And that's not even including, now they've put a new, like they reworked the legendary Storm's Companion Pants, where the inherent aspect on it increases the lucky hit chance of our pack leader aspect, which is the key to our build, by between 60 and 82.5%. So when you get those pets, it's just gonna be fucking crazy. Not to mention Wildheart unique pet or unique boots that give us a 60x multiplicative damage boost that's up permanently. Like Shred Druid is gonna be fucking insane. I can't wait to show it off. And like nobody's playing with this, nobody's talking about it. They think it's so shitty that they didn't even put it on the fucking leveling tier list on max roll. Yeah, again, we're not fucking doing this. Like there's no point. We just are here for our aspect and we're getting out of here. Like that, we would have done that if we were like level 10 or 5 or whatever. Like once you get to 15 and you can temper, or you have like your aspects, like your 2 offensive aspects, as soon as you go get unsatiated and changeling combined, you don't want to be here anymore. The faster we get these aspects and go and get to world tier 3, the better. Like I said, we could comfortably go kill the curator right now, but the reason we're doing this is because we can do this so much faster here and get less experience, but just overall do it faster. Oh, it's dungeon cleared. Okay, perfect. But just do it faster because we don't care about the experience. Okay, so now we're going to Dark Ravine. And that way we can have, like, we're going to get these defensive aspects now. We're going to get aspect of disobedience and aspect of might, so that we can just fucking start blasting nightmare dungeons like high ones as soon as we get to World Tier 3.
Not while I'm in town.
Anyway. Alright, so again, we have all these rolled. Unless this has attack, I was just gonna say, unless it has attack speed, I'm not gonna worry about it. But we will actually replace that ring because attack speed is significantly, like, it's a significant boost for us. And we're here anyways to change that thing. Oh, what did we actually get on it? Dark Dance. Every 5 seconds, your next core skill costs 70 life instead of primary resource. Okay, we'll only... And skills deal 80x. Oh, that's sexy. That is sexy. That is sexy, boys. Okay. All right. I'm feeling you. That is a fucking big dick increase for us. Okay. There's that. I didn't play around with this one in the PTR. I was always using Inevitable Fate, but that one, that's every 5 seconds, our next core skill will deal 80x damage. Because we'll always have that maximum life. Okay, that's fucking sexy. That might be best in slot with this here, actually. Okay, anyways, we're going natural finesse here. Like I said, anything that's not distant is fine. Oh, I just rolled the wrong ring, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Like, positive I did, actually. Now that I looked at it. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, good enough. We got those there. Okay.
Need something blessed? Cursed,
So
perhaps?
now we'll put retaliation on. This is what we would have just unlocked from that dungeon that we did.
How nice.
Okay, and like I said, we're headed to the Dark Ravine to go get the aspect of might. Oh, see, remember what I said about elixirs and me being bad at not keeping them on? There's an example.
I need more time.
Nice, we got level 25. I'm coming back for the spirit.
I must wait a moment.
And at level 25, we're going straight to Lupine Ferocity. I'm just driving through this shit and getting to the dungeon before I stop.
I need time to do that.
Okay, there you go. I'm off my horse. All right, we got 3 points to invest. We'll max out quick shift. Then we'll go into defensive posture after. We're not doing the curator right away. Normally, I would go defensive posture first if I was going to the curator. But yeah, Lupine Ferocity all day, every day. That is just gonna make this build fucking sing. Okay, so again, we don't have to kill any of these guys. We just have to target the animus carriers. So that's what we're gonna do. And stop for spirit offering. So I guess we'll stop for elites too. But as you can see,
I'm not ready yet.
we're done the game, basically. More or less. Like we're God mode now until the end. Like, yeah.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, it's just... But hey, Shred Druid, fucking garbage, man. Not even on the fucking leveling build. Because it's just... Ugh. I mean, we need to write fucking 2-page documents to send to Blizzard about this. Because goddamn, what a horrible, horrible, nasty-ass, shitty leveling experience. In fact, one of the worst out of...
I must wait a moment.
any Diablo, any build, any version, any era, any time. This is just dog shit. Like, absolute dog shit.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Yeah. Resources are a problem early game, by the way, guys. It's really, really hard to maintain your spirit. So that's why, like, the aspect of unsatiated just, it feels bad. It's clunky, unnoticeable. Like, really, you don't feel the impact. Like, your defenses are bad because with this build, you have to jump into the fray, like right in the thick of things. And it's just, unfortunately, your kill speed is just so slow that, I mean, you're constantly dying as you can't kill anything. There's no way in the early levels to maintain your spirit. I mean, in World Tier 4, maybe, then aspect of the unsatiated will come online and feel good, but that's only once you have, like, all of your spirit boons, like all 400. It's gotta be, because, like, Jesus, Shred just feels so weak in the early game that, like, I don't know what the fuck Blizzard is thinking. This is one of the worst, if not the worst, leveling experience I have ever had in any version of Diablo, any fucking game. I played every one of them. Like, I'm 38, man. I played every version of Diablo. First game I ever played, I'm a Blizzard fanboy, man. First game I ever played was Warcraft 2. Second game was Diablo 1, and third game was StarCraft original. So I've been around Blizzard products for a while. And let me tell you, this Shred build is just fucking dog shit. Like, I don't know another way to explain it. I mean, the resources are a problem. The aspects need to be reworked because it's just, there's no synergy at all between Rabies and Shred. None. They need to rework that 100%. Like, I think if they do everything that I'm suggesting in my glorious, fucking wonderful, well-experienced, definitely tried Rabies before I talked about it, you know, in my vast experience, speed leveling 25 different characters to 100 in season 4. If there's one thing that all that experience taught me, it's that there's definitely not synergies between Rabies and Shred at all. The Shred Druid, in fact, is garbage. It's fucking like... they just need to go back to the drawing board, essentially. I mean, like, the skill itself looks cool. Like, the dash feels good. But that's basically the only thing that works about it. Because, like, I mean, you're just vulnerable. Nothing's dying. You're sitting there fucking smacking away at these things for so long until you get to the end game. Because, I mean, there's no AoE damage with it whatsoever. You're definitely dependent on Stormclaw. I mean, without Stormclaw, you're definitely not playing Shred right. But that doesn't feel good until the late game. So it's, until you get there, I mean, it's just a struggle. The struggle is real. Especially the curator, too. Don't get me started about the curator. Oh, that fight, that whole dungeon leading up to the curator, what a painful process. If you don't mind me saying, it is just a headache. Nothing is dying. You're constantly freaking like just banging away at things and hoping that they don't stun you and kill you, because you just have no damage in the early game when you're playing with the Shred Druid. It just doesn't kill anything. I mean, nobody in their right mind is using rabies, because it's just, I mean, I was cool enough that I got to be on the alpha version, and so I mean, once upon a time, believe it or not, the alpha version of rabies was good. It was amazing, but you know, Blizzard nerfed it into the ground and they made rabies completely useless. Even though rabies has gotten upgrades since then, it is just weak. It's not where it needs to be. It serves no purpose. There's definitely no synergy whatsoever when used in conjunction with Shred. None. They definitely need to work on this. You know, if they really take my high value ideas, like high energy, big baller ideas,
I'm not ready yet.
and they incorporate them, you know, all of these that me and 2,500 people, we spent all this time fucking doing. But hey, we didn't try poison rabies and poison shred, because that's fucking hot dog shit. But we did have time to write this 2-page document, and thank God we did, because I mean, the state of shred right now is just unfucking playable. It's total dog shit, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I mean, you feel so slow, like you don't have the resources for shredding at all. You just constantly, you're not able to keep it up. You're constantly losing the damage boost to unsatiated. I don't know. I feel like I'm just regurgitating something I've heard before and not like making a whole lot of sense at the moment, but I'm gonna stay true and stick to my guns, because this is a hill I will die on. Shred is just, oh, it's in bad state, especially in the early game. It doesn't feel good. I mean, bad.
I must wait a moment.
Not to mention the spirit boons either. Like, those are hard to come by. Significantly hard to come by. Alright, so this boss fight, guys, it's gonna take a bit, because, I mean, it's a Tomb Lord, and when you're fucking around with the Tomb Lord, you gotta be careful, because just, there's no damage with this build whatsoever, and definitely prepare yourself for when eventually you are ready to go and tackle the curator. You really want to make sure you're ready for it. It's going to take a lot of effort and time. You got to be careful when you get to that dungeon too. Like I said, Shred Druid needs a lot of work. Definitely not in a good place, and it's not going to be for a while. They have to go back to the drawing board. I don't know what to tell you. I'm glad that Boiler was there. Shout out to Boiler. He's the druid main that does all the guides at max roll. Appreciate him taking the time to really drill down and come out with, you know, all the information that
helps guide my decisions. If it wasn't for him, shout out to him. He's
doing a bang out job with the leveling guide specifically, and then on top of that, just the overall, like the overall experience. I mean, if it wasn't for him telling me that the Shred Druid was shit, I wouldn't know how miserable I could possibly be. And I appreciate that he steered me clear of trying the Shred build, because ultimately, like, I want to have fun. Like, Shred zipping around, that part is fun, but you can't maintain any of it because you can't kill anything, and you're just constantly there's no way to just deal the damage. You're just always being attacked and destroyed. Like, I'm constantly respawning, and it interrupts your enjoyment of the game. Like, it just, and then the council chamber fight too, that can be a struggle. You can be there for a while, so prepare yourself for it. Lupine Ferocity, definitely dog shit skill. Definitely needs a lot of work. Hey, you know what? A good idea would be to have it only target healthy enemies, because, like, then if they were healthy, you might be able to get the damage bonus. And maybe if they change it from, you know, fighting injured enemies and doing your bonus damage to injured enemies, I think a needed buff would be if we were to change it and we were to, you know, make it hit healthy enemies, because then it might be useful to us.
I'm not ready yet.
Thank God for Boiler. In his fucking infinite wisdom.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Anyway, sorry about that. I went on a tangent there. The reason I purposely did that for a reason, because I'm gonna make a snarky video. I'm in a pissy mood. Like, I'm actually at this point. I was a little bit bitter before. Now I'm a lot of bit bitter. Like, I'm actually bitter at fucking Max Roll. Like, not even a lie. Like, I could have been playing, like, you can see the footage from the videos I put out yesterday. This was fucking fun in season 4. It's even better in season 5. And the only reason I hadn't have tried Shred for myself prior to when I did in the PTR, which then clued me into, like, hey, you can play it in the fucking season 4 too, but yet it was complete dog shit on Maxwell's fucking tier list, so I never bothered trying, and I counted on them to do their fucking job. And clearly this Boiler fucking character, whoever the druid lead of fucking Maxwell is, shout out to him, is so fucking competent at, you know, playing the main class that he plays, that he definitely is somebody I want to be taking advice from going forward. I will be looking for his takes on the druid, because clearly he's at the fucking top of his game. I mean, he's all over everything. And yeah, like, thank God for Boiler, man. If it wasn't for him giving us this fucking awesome knowledge, Like, fuck me. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little bit fucking irritated because I'm cranky. I've only had 3 hours of sleep, and then like the fact that this is so fun, and I could have been playing it all of season 4, and the only reason I didn't was because of fucking Maxwell's tier list. Like,
I must wait a moment.
yeah, we're not building spaceships here, fucking boys and girls. We're playing Diablo. Like, especially from 1 to 50, play for yourself. If something sounds fun to you, try it out. Don't listen to the fucking stupid ass guide, because like you're gonna miss out on the experience. Like, even following their fucking S tier necro fucking leveling guide, I could fucking level faster than that with my version of the same necro, just like with different tweaks. Like, they literally said not the, like, it's a build that fucking uses. Oh, anyways, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But yeah, like I could just completely made my own build that wasn't focused around anything. It just sounded fun and I wanted to try it out, and it only took me half an hour longer to level my necro than it did to level with their S tier god tier mode, which didn't even have a fucking poison explosion in the build. It was absolutely no fun at all. It was just boring and clunky and fucking whatever. And so my build that was like fun and I enjoyed it, and it like I was doing shadow darkness, using like pulling things in with freaking the spawning pools of blight under me, and using the bone prison one that spawns, like the aspect of plunging darkness combined with the aspect of empowering reaper, and combining that with freaking creeping darkness, or crippling darkness, I mean, the one that like stuns them and deals shadow damage. Like, it was so fun to be playing with it. And I had such a great time for half an hour less speed. So I highly recommend just try your own builds yourself. Have fun. Like, this isn't fucking Path of Exile. You don't need Path of Building to fucking get through things effectively. They changed the game where, like, until you're pushing like balls deep into hard content, you can level 1 to 100 easily however you want on whatever build you want. And like, if it sounds fun to you, try it out. Because like, when you listen to this fucking all these guides, half these fucking guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, okay, Woody knows what he's talking about. Freaking like Rob 2628 or whatever that is, he knows what he's talking about. Macro Bio Boy, he knows what he's talking about. This fucking boiler character, clearly he's sleeping at the wheel when it comes to Shred Druid. At least I can only imagine. Like, I don't even like the fucking Druid, so I can only imagine what the rest of his fucking build guides are like. If this is like, he shit all over this build and fucking like doesn't even use clarity, how can you fucking play a Shred build without clarity? Like, you're missing literally stacks upon stacks upon stacks of multiplicative damage and crit chance. And like, not to mention, it's now on amulets. And I'm getting so fucking cranky that I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, putting a defensive aspect on, probably recommended, but as you can see, as long as you're fucking paying attention, not the hardest of fights, okay? But hey, you know, the Shred Druid, fucking dumpster fire, man. Just total dog shit. Yeah, maybe in the end game, maybe then, you know, but early game, holy fuck, just straight trash. Straight trash. But I digress. Let's just play the game. I'll try not to be such an asshole now. Rant over. Fucking, I made my point, I believe. And yeah, I'll just, you know, push that bitterness, keep it inside, just push it deep down and let it fester. That sounds like a plan. All right. Anyway, let's see if we got any good aspects. Nope. Nope. I guess it's a slight upgrade. It's like a 2% upgrade from what we have, I think. But meanwhile, we salvage all of this stuff here except for if we got any damage increases, which we actually sort of did. We got a one-handed weapon here, so let's look for and see if we have a totem. So unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to drop down. Oh, never mind. My bad. There we go. I was worried for a minute there. You know what? But I'm gonna save those just in case we come across. I'm gonna switch these out too. Just the armor will help us push farther here. Okay, I'm gonna use the little girl's room. All right, I'm back. Okay, so hold on. Those are the old things. I will hold on to those. This is garbage. All right, so let's quickly go here. We're gonna salvage all this shit.
Let's put salvage.
Now we're tempering for the new one, Worldly Finesse. Right here. We want that crit strike damage all day, every day. We want that on all of our gear. It's crit damage or nothing. Vulnerable will be not bad. See, and this will be an experiment for me. Because, okay, we want the Worldly Finesse. But I think it's better to level up with the natural finesse until you get to level 50. Because then, like, you're going to be able to put the exploit glyph in right away as long as you find it. Like, as soon as you find it, you put it in your starter board, which then allows you to make things vulnerable, which then makes this better because both critical strike damage and vulnerable would technically help you. You'd want crit damage to be best. Vulnerable would be the close second. However, by that point, like when I get to World Tier 4 anywhere, I swap and I use, because there's so much crowd control in World Tier 4, I use the, oh shit, the timer, my bad. Because there's so much crowd control that I switch and I start using Lacerate, but I don't use Lacerate until World Tier 4. And I drop Ravens for Lacerate until we switch to the part where we're just not using a builder, and then I use, I bring the Ravens back. But anyway, yeah, I think that would be the better way to do it, because you're going to save yourself materials. Because this way, with Natural Finesse, either damage, crowd control, or close are all usable. So 3 out of 4 are usable. You're just basically re-rolling anything that's not distant. Whereas here, although the critical strike damage is like primo for us, ultimately the other 3 are completely useless. So it's only 1 out of 4 that is good at this point. Yeah, so that's actually the better way to go. I'm glad I figured that out. Anywho, okay, so that's all good. What did I change my boots? I need the movement speed. And by movement speed, I mean digigate. But anyway, so we changed this to, right, yeah. So again, we're going for max health on this, or max life, I mean. But once we switch to our sacred gear at 35, we'll be going for resistances instead. Okay. And again, don't bother enchanting your items until you get sacred items, and then it's worth it. Don't waste your time, don't waste your materials. Unless you're like late in a season and can afford to just waste materials. Speaking of wasting materials, let's see if we can craft some gems. It's not a waste, sorry. I was just thinking of materials, and so that's what I saw there. Anyways, let's see this here.
Bring.
Okay, nice. We can. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then emerald. Well, 1 is better than none, I suppose. Okay. All right, so now I'll show you why we saved like our freaking the season journey thing that we earned. Why we saved it is because when you get to world tier 3 and you cash it in, as long as they haven't changed it, you'll get guaranteed sacred items on anything that you pop. So let's test it out. This will be the first test for me to see whether I know what the fuck I'm talking about or not. I'm assuming that it's this way because that's how it was in season 4 with the Iron Wolves questline. But we'll find out one way or the other here.
Wanderer.
Okay, so this is the one that I was saving because you get a weapon here. I'm expecting, or I guess you don't get a weapon. It says gear. I will find out right now. But anyway, I was waiting for it because it should be sacred. Anything we get from here should be sacred. Yep. Works just the same. That's exactly why I waited. So I'm expecting that one of these rare weapons will be an eye level 750 weapon. Care to place a bet? Oh, I would have lost. They've changed it. In season 4, you were guaranteed an eye level 750 weapon. But either way, like, clearly we're not complaining. So we'll just save all the uniques to sort through. Oh, we got Mad Wolf Squee. Beautiful. And we'll look for a two-handed. Okay, we can just get rid of those. They're hot shit anyway. we have a good two-hander? All right, well, the best weapon we got is a one-hander. So maybe we go switch it up. I'm just looking at our the aspects we got. Okay, aspect of the moonrise. We can throw that one. Accelerating. Ooh, that's gonna be nice right there. Yeah, we'll use accelerating until we find Blurred Beast. Yeah. All right, anyway, let's salvage this other stuff.
The forge.
There's a Kingmaker there, which I know is a two-handed weapon. Wait, where did I put the 698 one? Am I an idiot? I am an idiot. It's right there. Okay. Jesus. All right, so then where is the accelerating one? Hold on. Because we will smash that one so we can get it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anywho. So, onward and forward. Now. Oh, I deleted. Never mind. We have a level 30 weapon on. What am I talking about? My head's in my ass. Don't listen to me. Anyways. And you're here learning from me, apparently. Or trying to. Anyways, I'm probably making it harder for you than it has to be. Okay. So, weapon. Changeling stat. Now we'll add on our ring, the accelerating aspect there. So that's a nice combination of defensive ones, or offensive ones. Now we'll actually use might and disobedience. I'll quit being a dick and going on a rant just to show off the shred thing. It just irritates me. I would have been playing this, like, it's so fun to play. I would have been playing it last season, all season, and having fun for 3 fucking months instead of just getting to try it and have fun with it the last week of the season. Anyway, so we're in World Tier 3. We can do their things, but I'm sorry, Nightmare Dungeon. I guess I'll test the one out. Let's go fucking do their stupid quest thing. But Nightmare Dungeons are still going to level better. I'm just going to do this for science. We'll go check that out. We don't actually have to do that stronghold. We can go through the bottom area there. But yeah, so this is the relaxed version of leveling to 50. Clearly, I'm not racing for it. And so what I'm going to do is after I finish this, which is like the full walkthrough and like us the learning process, I'm then going to freaking level with my rogue with the spirit blessing so that I have all the best times are from my rogue to level 50. That is going to be with a seasonal thing. That's what when I said spirit blessing or whatever the fuck I called it. That's what I was talking about. The season. Oh yeah, I guess it would help. We're level 28. We can put experience on. Oh, but it's a glitch. You have to go back to town to put it on. So we'll put it on in a second here. And I don't have my elixir on again.
I need more time.
Okay, so we'll pop back to town just so I can equip that 5% experience. And now it should work. What the fuck? Huh. Usually that fucking works for it. I'll just leave. Oh, but then fucking cunt. If I leave the game, then I'm gonna have to travel back there. Wait, maybe if I teleport here and leave the game from here, it will spawn me here again.
I must wait a moment.
What is this?
All right, so we'll see if this is any good or not. I really think this is like I should already be in a nightmare dungeon. I'm wasting my time right now, but we'll see. Let's check it out.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, well, it has the soul spire. That's a good start.
I'm not ready yet.
What the fuck? Okay, so temple or portals just show up. Okay.
I'm not ready.
All right. Collect aether from soul spires. All right. And I think technically this was open in.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, this is actually decent. Yeah. This was an open in World Tier 2. I bet you this is what I would actually suggest doing instead of Helltide until you get your level 15 or whatever. We'll see what we get.
I'm not ready yet.
But yeah, it's nice and straightforward. It's just like the dopamine tunnels, apparently. That's what they modeled it after. So I'm pretty sure they literally just took the layout of the dopamine tunnels and threw the shit in it. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure.
I must wait a moment.
I don't know. Like, I think this is better than Helltide, as long as you get rewards comparable to opening the chest. Because like that's the thing.
I'm
like,
not ready yet.
I think like density wise this is okay. Like it's straightforward. There's like we can stay on foot, which gives us an advantage too as our werewolf, because we're faster, we can zip through it, and it's like less travel time and more just consistent fighting. But it all depends if we can get the items or not, like if the drops are worth it.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Oh yeah. Might help if you put your fucking elixir on. Jesus Christ. I even realized it and then didn't put it on. Okay, soul spires require 2 times the kills but grant extra aether. Or they empower, let's empower nearby foes. So they're tougher and then we get more experience.
I'm not ready yet.
But yeah, if you get items, I think this is definitely the way to go, because like it's aspects that you really need. Like And we need to find a good way in order to get Blurred Beast.
I'm not ready yet.
So that's really the last. That and Inevitable Fate. Like, oh, I hope I find an Inevitable Fate soon. That would be so fun. Okay, what's this still here for?
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet. I must wait.
But yeah, no, this is good if you're in World Tier 2. This is a waste of your time if you're in World Tier 3. Yeah, like this is a huge waste of my time right now. Just the experience that you get in Nightmare Dungeons is way more significant than this. Just because it has, the Nightmare Dungeons have, once you get to World Tier 3, they have a 30x multiplier of experience in it. Plus, yeah, just with the events in them, like you have density plus the events. Like it's, what am I missing? Oh, there's another Soul Spire, I guess. That's probably down here. Okay, I forgot. Let's max out Wild Impulses.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
All right, so now we just need to get back to that spot to select the challenge. And see, this is why I hate, like, look at this, okay? So we literally have 174 of the Spirit Boon, okay? So I could literally go and have an extra 15% damage reduction or 50% movement speed and impairment reduction right now, plus 75 more. So I could also, or 74 more, sorry. So I could also have up to 15% more attack speed right now. Yeah, I want those things. I'm discouraged to do it right now because I have to fucking literally physically teleport back there to put them on. Like, how fucking dumb is that? Instead of just being able to press Shift C and go click, 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 click. Like, fuck off, you stupid fucking bad game design. Okay, anyways, one chance to defeat the Hellcaller. Their damage is 50%. Defeating them grants 7 Aether. One chance to defeat the Hellcaller. Oh, 50% damage. Let's fucking go, bitch.
I'm not ready yet.
I guess I should take into consideration that we're on World Tier 3 now. Probably should have thought about that before giving them 50% extra damage, but you know, hindsight being 2020 and all. So we'll have to be a little bit careful here and just kind of stick to the outside and kill them, build up our stats. Yeah, there you go. We tried. That was a mistake. I should have factored into consideration that we don't even have sacred gear on. Definitely a case of chewing or biting off a little bit more than I could chew there. Totally forgot about that. But again, the whole fucking brightest, sharpest fucking whatever. I don't even know. I just clicked. I didn't even look at what I clicked on. That was also another mistake. All right. So, okay. So my verdict on these is in World Tier 2. Fuck yeah. World Tier 3, garbage. Go to Nightmare Dungeons. Okay, so I'm actually just going to stop this here. Like, I'm not going to continue on at all. Clearly, I'm going to have a fucking unfair advantage with Mad Wolf's Glee and stuff, and I'm not going to sit here and not put it on, but I want to give you something that you can at least emulate and, like, know that you can do it. So anyways, this is where we're going to stop this one. Hopefully, you've enjoyed it and learned a thing or two. From here on, like, literally in 2 levels, it would just be putting your Sacred Gear on. Then you literally re-roll it. So you want to max your resistances to 70s, specifically going for fire first, then lightning second, and then cold and poison are like third, followed by shadow, which is kind of an afterthought. But anywho, it is super easy to do, and you literally can go do Elias right at 35, fucking smack him around, and then you go straight to Nightmare Dungeons again once you get to World Tier 4, and it's just a clear breeze to 55. Once you get your Ancestral Gear, you're fucking just laughing. But anyway, this is as far as this is going to go. I'm going to now go and redo this whole thing with my Rogue, but try and do it as fast as I can. And then when I have those numbers, I'm actually going to go all the way to 50. Plus, I'm going to give the Rogue the head start. Okay. So Season Journey, I'm going to give her the head start. She's already done Season 1. So she's going to be able to claim the shit right off the hut to start with it. So she'll have aspects towards what I'm actually going as. And I want to see how close I can come when I retry playing through this efficiently, like without me walking through it. Like I'm going to be recording it, but not talking and just fucking gaming. And I want to see how close I can come to racing my Flurry Rogue when she's using the season start and I'm not. And I'm going to do it like I can't use anything that I don't find or go unlock through a dungeon with my Druid, I'm speaking. Okay, anyway, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how your season's going. Are you looking forward to something more than another? Have you tried the Shred Do It Yourself? Has this convinced you to maybe try it? Love to talk to you in the comments. Honestly, engaging with my community is my favorite part of this whole YouTube experience. Like, yeah, it helps me, but I still like to talk, as you can tell, because I ramble like a motherfucker. But anywho, I'm just going to shut up now, and hopefully I see you in the next video.